So we're looking at question 3, number 3. So we're looking at question 3. And in question 3, it says that a soccer player hits a ball. The ball has a mass of 0.44 kilograms and it's coming at him with a speed of 20 meters per second. So I already drew in my ball and there goes my 20 meters per second. And I'm going to say that it says it's coming at him. I'm going to say that direction is towards the right. And that's going to be my positive direction. So I have my ball and it's going 20 meters per second to the right. And that right direction is going to be called the positive direction. So after the soccer ball is coming at him with a speed of 20 meters per second, after it was hit, the ball is traveling in the opposite direction with a velocity of 30 meters per second. So I drew the ball in again, and this time I have a vector for the speed or the velocity drawn in the opposite direction. I made that negative, again, to show that it's going in the opposite direction. And part A wants to know what is the impulse that acts on the ball. So A wants to know what's the impulse. So we have a few equations for impulse. We have force times time, and we also have change in momentum. I'm going to use this change in momentum formula. I'm going to use that portion because that we can find. Change in momentum is equal to mass times velocity minus mass times the initial velocity. So I'm ready to plug in. My mass is 0.44. My velocity happens to be 20. Positive minus 0.44. And in this case, oh, I switched it. I definitely switched it. So I need to rewrite that because it wants my final velocity first. So let's do that again. I have my mass. My final velocity is negative 30 minus times my initial velocity is just 20 positive. Okay, so it's time to now plug that into a calculator. So I'll give you a moment to plug it in and see what you get. Okay, so if you got negative 22, you did it correctly. And the unit is kilogram meters per second.